Okay, Tigers. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on our Bengal defense, which is a 2-2-1 half-court trap. This is a great defense when you're playing against a team that you want to speed up, try to force into turnovers, and create constant pressure. The other thing I like about the 2-2-1 half-court trap is that when it's beat, I mean, you remain in the 2-2-1 for the entire possession. It's not something that you run until they pass, your first or second level and then you switch defenses. You stay in this the entire possession. So let's talk about principles and responsibilities on this. The Tigers, we are the orange team running the 2-2-1. This purple team here is the team that's passing the ball, and you'll notice that some have numbers or letters. Those with numbers are the shooters on the floor. We want to make sure they don't get open shots. And then, the one with the letter is the best player on the other team. We want to know their tendencies and be able to react accordingly. So let's remember, first rule of this defense is we do not let anything come up the middle. So once again, these two players need to make sure that they're not split, but they're going to pick up, at half court. They want to be right at that half court line. And the reason we don't want to cross is because we don't want to get extended if we don't have to. It's less space to defend, and once they cross this middle line, they can't go back, right? So the half court line is a defender for us, the sidelines are defenders for us. Thing to remember, if you were at the top, right, don't get split. Your responsibility is that if the ball goes to your side, you are going to go trap, and we want to take an angle that's appropriate. What I see people do sometimes is this guy comes here, we take an angle like this, and while that person's coming, the guy with the ball just splits the two defenders, and now they're in the middle, which is where we don't want them to be because, the primary goal of this defense is to keep teams out of the middle. So this person needs to take an angle that cuts off that middle drive, right as the pass is being thrown, to establish the trap. The other thing to remember is if, while they're making the pass, you jump up and try to deflect the pass and you're not close, now you're in the air when you should be running towards the ball, and that's wasted time that makes that rotation over to the trap slower than it should be. So let's talk about what everyone else does. If you're in this middle layer, as you can see, your primary goal, once the ball gets moved over, is that you are trapping anything that's on your side. Okay? Now, because that's my responsibility, if I'm playing the middle, one thing I should note is at the beginning of the play, although this is the general alignment, if there's no one occupying this middle space, and I know I'm going to trap the first pass, why not just cheat out a little bit and make that first trap even easier? Okay? That's what I coach players to do if there's no one occupying the middle. If there is someone in the middle, let's say that B is here, we don't want to allow the ball to go in the middle, so we need someone defending this. So maybe this guy right here, because the shooter is not on their side, the shooter's on this side, is going to be here. This person might still cheat over a little bit, but is playing tighter because there's someone in the middle. And this guy, as we said, plays sideline to sideline in traps, and you'll see this in a moment. So let's make that pass again. And we are coming out to make the trap. This person's responsibility is sideline to sideline, and because there's a player in the sideline, they're going to make sure that this pass is not available. They're going to deny that. This player right here on the backside, if the ball is away from you and you're in the middle, this is very important. Your job is to defend the goal. So if there's no one at the goal, you could be right here. But let's say that you've got someone coming here or you've got someone coming here. Your job is to recognize that and see the backside and fall back as far as you need to make sure that our goal is defended. So in this case, I'm going to put, their best player over here. I'm going to say that we're right here ready to defend the pass. This person right here is making sure that they're up in front of this player, not allowing the return pass. And so sometimes what teams will do is they'll make that first pass and they run a give and go like this. And if you make this pass easy to come back, that's a way that they're going to break our press. So we want to play inside leverage, which means I am on this side of the player's body. Not middle, not this side, but I'm on this side of the player's body. So if he cuts, he is on this side of me. And now you try to make that same pass, and we're running with him, and that is going to be a turnover, and it's going to lead to points here on the other side. Okay? So now, let's put the ball in the corner. As the ball's in the air, this person needs to, if they can't steal the ball, this person needs to shift over to baseline leverage. We don't want to get beat baseline, so I'm playing the half of their body that could beat me baseline. While the ball's in the air, this person who had originally started in the middle row now has to make it over to trap here. This person who is at the top is going to deny that pass. So if the ball goes into the corner and you were up top, you're going to deny the pass. This person is going to drop back even further, protect the rim, and we're going to get some more protection dropping this guy here. So now any direction this player tries to make a pass, we're looking to steal the ball and create a turnover. The beauty of this defense is that players now need to make cross-court passes to beat it with a trap on them, and that's difficult to do. Not many players in our league will do that successfully. So let's again rotate the ball. We're rotating the ball here. We've got our top row guys are coming back here. This was our middle left. This was our left. We've got a rotation here. Ball comes over here. We know that this player is going to come out and trap. We know this player is going to trap. We know this player is now going to play ball side leverage, denying that pass. There is no one over here, so this person doesn't need to go all the way to the sideline. This person's still responsible for the basket, and they want to be aware of all these guys. And so we're here talking to each other. Maybe this guy notices that someone's here and plays it. But we're just going to keep rotating that way. Now what happens if they're able to reverse it several times and they're down here? Well, now we're just going to condense everything. So my top guys are here. My middle guys are going to be down here. And we're just much tighter, but playing the same basic principles. Right? I've got this guy over here, this guy guarding that. You know, maybe this guy's up here. This guy's noting that there's someone in the area, but you can see that we're still playing the same basic principles. And we just continue it through the whole possession. So we got to remember, as ball goes over here, it's trapped. Ball goes over here, it's trapped. These players on the ball side are going to be doing the trapping, and the players on the opposite side are going to be protecting the backside at all times. So that's a brief overview of Bengal. Suggest that you study it and learn it. We're going to be using this defense a lot more. I like to use it for at least 5 to 10 minutes every game just to throw teams off. It's another thing that they have to adjust to. And the better we can execute it, the more that it's really going to work.